Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer from Spring Forest Qigong, and that was created by Master Chun Yilin 30 years ago. So, Qigong is a very ancient practice of helping to bring in your body, mind, spirit, soul into alignment to help renew your chi flow, that's your life force, flowing through your body to bring you back into health and wellness. Hi, Joanne. How are you? All right. So it's starting to get cold here in the Chicago area. It's like 40 degrees. So I'm going to have to bundle up for my walk after this. So I have a sweater on. How are you guys all doing out there today? Um, we've been bringing in peace for some months now, which I think we will be continuing as Chat GPT is giving me a nice long list. I already have 2 pages. We've gotten through part of one of how to put peace in with other words for our intentions. So today is peace and grace. How's that sound? All right. Let's start with our feet shoulder or hip distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit. You could bend a lot if you want to bring in more energy, more chi, or you could just keep a slight bend in the knees. We want our elbows out a little bit. So you bring your elbows out, but then if you move, your hands are just going to move. So we're not holding them out, okay? All right, very good. And then separate your fingers, high pat, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Tuck your chin in a little bit. That's going to help you align your neck with the rest of the spine. And start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's bring in on purpose, take our hands and feel as if we're scooping up the chi, the energy, the love of the earth, and bringing it up through our body and chi field. So chi field is just how far your chi reaches. Hi, Dorothy. And that may sound funny if you're not familiar with this already, but basically you could recognize that by just what it feels like when, like, you see someone that you love, right, coming toward you, and you just kind of feel their presence. And let's release out. And as this energy, let's do that again. As this energy is coming up from the earth, it's going through all your tissues and organs, all your cells, all your chi channels, your energy channels through the body, releasing any blockages which may have been caused by unresolved emotions or any other reason. And feel it, see it, maybe some tingling, maybe you feel the wings of the butterflies as they're releasing out of your body and releasing back to the universe, back to where they belong, and just let them all go. Well, let's do that again. Bringing up the earth energy. We get in our heads a lot, and especially if you like to listen to the news and you just kind of get stuck up there. So we're going to bring ourselves the earth energy up and really get and feel ourselves grounded. And you can imagine you have your roots are growing from your feet down deep into the earth, and then release. And we're going to continue that today one more time. And remember, this is your practice, so I'm guiding this. And if you feel like the other direction works right for you today, bringing down energy from the universe to help you ground, then you absolutely do that. All right, so release butterflies, let them go. Nice. And then feeling joyful, let's bounce from the knees. Hi, Susan. We've got green and golden light coming in from all directions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that blessing. So we're letting the earth energy come up through us and nurture us, and at the same time feel the connection with the universe. And you might feel that as light or heat or um, light beams coming down and touching your skin or going through yourself into the earth. You might feel that just expand from your heart and radiate out. Hi, Christine. Hi, Alicia. Let's take our hands over our head for 5 minutes of bouncing. And I'm sorry if well, you probably aren't getting this if you're on Instagram, because if anybody knows how to fix this, I've been on ChatGPT. I don't know what it is, but it seems that I should be able to put my whole practice on Instagram like I have, but in the last week or so, it won't let me put anything over 20 minutes. So I've been cutting the front end, which of course is kind of weird because it's called Good Morning Bouncing. So, um, unless I try to do 20-minute practices. Well, only if that happens. So there you go. All right, so breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Hi, Shelby. Practicing for your husband who's having minor surgery this morning. Well, okay, very, very good. He's in our circle. Blessings for everyone who is helping him, doctors, nurses, receptionists, um, room cleaners, when that he has a safe and easy procedure, surgery. When my sister was ill and she was in the hospital a lot, um, that's, if you ever have had that kind of situation where you're there for weeks and weeks, or even if it's just a day, consider thanking the people who are keeping the room clean for your loved one. They have such an important job. My sister was so kind, she would make little gifts for everyone that came in and out, for all of her big stays at the hospitals. Um, so think about that gratitude and remember everything. Like Master Lin says that, uh, whether you have one cell in your body that's maybe part of a piece of hair, or you have your brain, the cell in the brain. Well, the cell in the brain seems like, ooh, that's more important. But all the same, can we just realize that everything is needed, which could be a wonderful thing if for anyone, now they may not hear it, but if we bring up that idea of everything is needed, everyone is needed, for anyone suffering from depression and stuff like that can be very debilitating. So any lifting we can do of ourselves, which as Master Lin shows, allows us to be a brighter love radiator. So love yourself, send the love out. Got about a minute and a half. Thanks, Shelby. If anyone is interested in trying or having especially all of you that are here, I am doing more energy healings as drawing, as sketching. And I would like 5 people that would, I'll you know, gift you those, so if you're, so that you can, one, experience it, and two, um, without being like, oh, over sweet or anything, but tell the truth of how your experience is. I would like to have 5 people that I do that, and then if I could use those as testimonials. So if that resonates with you, um, actually DM me on Messenger if you can, because I'm not as good at reading these. I try to, but I don't always get back to them. But the Messenger ones I see right there. So I'm looking for 5 people who would like to experience my healing sketches, and then be willing to honestly let me know uh, how you feel before and after, that kind of thing, and then I could possibly use it to share out here on social media and whatnot, to help others, and then more people will know what I do. And so if you're one who wants to do that, I'm looking for 5 people. Thank you. Okay, so feet shoulder hip distance apart. Breathe in, breathe out. Can you feel yourself really grounded? Hi Nadia, we were practicing grounding. We're breathing in just in a cycle like this. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. And we're going to, at this point, do our shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders and head back. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Continue to breathe. Possibly feel some pressure of the chi and spinal fluid, and then you release by releasing the shoulders down and the head back up, and allow it to come up and bathe your brain like a fountain. You probably have one of these. Let's do 2 more times. In your city in Chicago, I haven't been there for a while, they have this one area that the kids can play in, or anybody can, and it's the water just shoots up. It's very fun. And they actually have, I don't know, I actually haven't been there for so long, probably before COVID. Relax the shoulders down, head up. And they have like pictures on the buildings as if it's pretty funny. Anyway, all right. They're getting wet and such, or sending the water down on you. Anyway, think of that. Just joyous water fountain, cleaning your brain, cleaning your head, cleaning out all the thoughts and the stuck emotions and the, like, well, this is the way it should be. And we're just going to release that out, because if we're stuck, and we all have good intentions, but I know I do it too. Like, this is what, drill it into my kids, right? But then we can't see all the possibilities. So maybe just let some light through all of our beliefs and thoughts, so that we can see new possibilities, and bring in community and communication. Hi Nadia, how are you? All right, awesome. So that was our shoulder shrugs. Let's tap the cheekbones. So all of these active exercises are ones, come up to the beginning of the eyebrows, that help to open up the chi channels, clear any blockages. Cup the base of your head. Come down to your C7. You can massage this in a circular way. You could do the pinch and release, which Master Lin says is more effective at releasing tension. But you have to remember to only hold maximum 5 seconds. Okay. Then we'll clap our hands. So these are so important. So I know that I do emphasize this. So depending on what you like, you might find a Spring Forest Qigong practitioner that goes through these more quickly. But I know for me personally, getting myself grounded, getting myself back where I feel connected between heaven and earth is, let's do that 2 more times, is so important, because when you're in that state, when you get into the Shen, right? The between being and not being, between feeling your mind or your energy body and your physical, then that's where that healing can happen, when you then do a healing movement. Last time, stimulating the heart, waking up the lungs, back to the heart and the lungs. I love to say good morning to my kidneys. If you've taken level 1, it's not in the active exercises. But I love to say good morning to my kidneys. So I add that in. So cupping the kidney area, leaning forward a little bit, rubbing with the back of the hands and the palms. And then we're going to come down to the tailbone. So we just want to have a loose fist or open hand, and we just tap that tailbone area, sending the vibration up the spine. Again, see, clearing, 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 cupping or taking our thumbs in and finding that hip point. So find your bone and go back a little, be a little bit dimple kind of area there, and that's where you're going to get the vibration going in as deeply as possible. So all of these help to wake up the chi in the different organ systems, into our bones. This is so good for arthritis. Master Lin loves this because, of course, he suffered from arthritis when he was a young man. And then let's cup the top of the knees and the backs of the knees. Cup both sides, left knee and the right. So you know it's autumn in this part of the world here. And so if you're experiencing that, what are your favorite like autumn foods? Of course, I love everything pumpkin. But what are yours? Have you got some favorite? Maybe a recipe? Ooh, wouldn't that be great? We could share recipes. I mean, Master Lin's got some too, so obviously I try to put those in when I see them, which is, perfect. But if you've got some kind of recipe you want to pop in, why don't we do that? That would be fun. All right. So now we've done all the active exercises. So we want to get into the Shen. So this is where we say the password. We stand with our feet shoulder hip distance apart, elbows out, fingers open, smile on our face. Tuck your chin in a little bit, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, and feel yourself like a pine tree at the beginning of the universe. A little joy bubbles up and makes your face smile. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. And let's just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if that works for you now. And let go of every thought, every emotion, everything that we feel like we have to hold ourselves together. Let's allow that to soften so we can allow the chi to go deep within to open up blockages. So we say the password, I'm in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. It's helping us to realize everything is connected. We have all the information that we need for a healthy life, even though we're just one little teeny thing in the universe. Everything is in us, we're in everything. That kind of being and not being, that's where we're trying to experience that in our bodies. So One thing that I find, because Master Lin says to feel as if you've got this lift, is to imagine you're breathing in helium in your body just enough. Or maybe you're one of those, oh yeah, fun. Okay, so we're one of those blow up things like a pumpkin or something for the seasons or whatever you like, and have that kind of blow up, and you are there, and you're held by those um, stakes in the ground, right? Those are our roots, and yet the wind blows and you move around a little bit, and you just feel like you're gonna fly away, and yet you're grounded. That's where you want to be, between being and not being. See if you start noticing your hands feeling as if they have fuzzy gloves on them. And now is the point where we add in our connection to what's most divine for us. So connect to your family, connect to your animals, connect to your creator, connect to Master Lin, connect to all of us, obviously. And ask for what we want. So we're bringing in peace and grace today. Peace and grace. And add in all of your desires for Shelby's husband and everyone, all the caretakers, for everyone in a challenge, whatever kind, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, that peace and calm can help to clear out the fuzziness, to help bring in the answers. All right. So it's Monday, so let's enjoy moving of yin and yang, right hand over the upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian. This is the healing exercise, so close your eyes. I'm going to do my best at not talking this time, and we're going to spend the next 3 minutes or so doing this movement. If you need to see the movement, come open your eyes first. We're letting the upper hand go out and down as the lower hand comes in and up. I'm using my elbows to guide the movement, and I have my fingers open, and I'm using my focus, so bringing my mind in, use my focus on the palm of my hands and the fingers. And then also we use our imagination, okay? Use your imagination to see a colorful column of light going from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. And see it going through all your organs. What if we do that today? What if we see it sparkling through all of our organs, and then little shoots of light or smoke or butterflies come out as we move the column of light with our hands, and just releasing. All right, so here you go. 2 minutes on your own. Feel happy. Slow down. Feel happiness going through all your organs. Releasing beautiful yellow, green butterflies. Well, if yellow ones come out, let any colors come out. This one is targeted to the liver system, to help release any forms of anger by bringing in beautiful happiness. So let's stop our hands in front of the lower dantian, one hand in front of the other, space between your hands, space between your body and your hands. And then bring in all, as you're breathing in and out, bring in all the chi you cultivated into a ball of light. And if you want, you can just kind of bring your hands in as the ball of light is spinning faster and faster, getting smaller and smaller. And then hold there and feel the warmth, feel the power, feel the beauty, the wonder of your chi, which you have cultivated for your day, and that beautiful day you're going to have for your health and wellness. All right, so we're going to send you off to Spring Forest Qigong every day. Rub your hands together, rub your face, and then we'll do a giant 10,000 hand breath in. Hands come together, bring them on down. Know the universe has just poured thousands and thousands of gifts for you that you can distribute to others. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.